weekend fell through.
I would say it's holding well. Their military is destroyed. Their whole Navy is underwater. You know that. 158 ships are gone. Their Navy's gone. Most of their mine droppers are gone. We have a lot of people, as you know, at 10 o'clock tomorrow, we have a blockade going into effect.
Well, they do have a lot of the mine droppers left. In just a few hours, U.S. Central Command forces are set to begin enforcing a naval blockade targeting shipping to and from the Iranian ports through the Strait of Hormuz. Now is who's in control of the strait. Here to break it down, former CENTCOM Deputy Commander Vice Admiral Robert Horwood, who spent most of his youth in Tehran, in Iran, I should say. Admiral, now we're going to decide who comes in and out. That means if China, Pakistan, Turkey, or anybody has a ship to go in to fill up or drop off, the answer is no?
Exactly right. And indicative of the options the president still has on his hand. And I got to tell you, Brian, everyone in the region is cheering how the vice president handled this negotiations, where he gave them a shot. They didn't capitulate. We're done. So all these states, UAE, Qatar, Saudi, Kuwait, they have an existential threat from Iran. And all the components of our demand indicate that. Developing a nuclear weapon, closing the Straits of Hormuz, missile programs, funding their surrogates, all those represent existential threats to them. So they don't want us to go through any negotiations unless all those conditions are met. And if not, they just reconstitute, and this presents that threat to them for a longer period of time. So the president has this unique opportunity. His strategy is sound, and I think it's going to be extremely successful. The last and only component not in the negotiations is the IRGC itself. And don't forget, this is the Islamic Revolution, and they are the Islamic Revolution Guard Corps. I think they are the decision makers, the real power in Iran, the real element suppressing its people. And at the end of the day, if you remove all these programs they've built to maintain power, then they become at risk. And so they're both closely tied to each other. And if they won't negotiate, we take them off the table, step by step.
Which is so important is people and academics are speaking out over the weekend and others and saying, well, it's not, you know, the UAE and Saudi Arabia reconsidering their relationship with us and our bases. That's just not true. And we get more and more reports that NBS specifically says, Mr. President, finish the job. I will back you up financially. Finish the job. The Wall Street Journal reported last night that President Trump and his advisor are looking into some type of limited military strikes in Iran in addition to the blockade. Would you do that? And do you think that's accurate during the ceasefire? Or do you want them to be the ones to break the ceasefire?
Well, like I said, Ryan, we have yet to really use all our options. And one of those options is specifically targeting the IRGC as the Israelis have done. So if we marry up, tie our capacity, our intelligence to go after the IRGC specifically, yes, I think that's a successful component of the strategy and would pay dividends. And we've done that before in other countries. There's a lot of tools you can do to accomplish that objective. But that's what really leads to an enduring peace and stability in the region. A government in place who renounces the Islamic Revolution and avows to dissolve all those programs that supported their policies. So it's very clear, and this administration, the president, is moving down that line very aggressively.
You want to unfreeze those $27 billion in frozen funds, stop enriching uranium, and stop funding surrogates. That will be just the start. 18-hour trip to have a 21-hour negotiation, and the vice president has left. No word if there'll be another round. Admiral, thanks so much for your great analysis. Appreciate it.
Hi, Brian. Great to be with you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.